Yo, what's up? This your boy Dante coming to you with a quick episode. When I say quick, I mean very quick episode of Keeping It the Buck. Before we go into the content, as always, I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? When you subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna follow you back. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow you back. So for everyone that's subscribed so far, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, from my heart, I thank you. Um, I just want to talk about something today. And we got to push back on these lies, man. We have to push back on these lies. And I'm not saying start a war. I'm not saying revolt, but I'm saying give them a hard no, a hard stand on your no. Um, no to CRT, no to all this racial bias, no to this agenda they're trying to push on our kids, which can lead to pedophilia. No to all those things. So we got to stand up and say no. A lot of these people don't want what happened on January the 6th to happen again. And I, for one, am not a person that's promoting violence. That's not my thing. But at the same time, this is what happens when people get tired. When people get tired, they revolt, they act up. And if you want people to act like civilized human beings, then stop giving them reasons to act up. And one of the things I found out that'll cause a person to act up on you, show enough, is when you lie. Now I understand that the truth may hurt, but a lie hurts continuously, and we got to stop lying. And we have the government that's supposed to be working for us, and instead of them working for us, what they're doing is they're playing us. And a lot of them, every 2 to 4 years, they come out and they pander to us. As some people may say, that I'm a black guy pandering to white conservatives or whatever the case may be. That's not the case. But they come out and pander to the people, and then they get their position of power. Then they basically give you the deuces. That's not right. So we got to stop accepting these lies and start calling a spade a spade. And I'm sick of it. They lie, lie, lie. So we're going to go look at three videos, and they're going to be very short clips because I'm not going to be here long. Because I have to get up and go to work in the morning. Thank God for work. Work is not a curse word. FYI, to work is not a curse word. To be accountable is not a profane word. Just be accountable. It's okay. Be accountable. But nobody wants to do that. Everybody just wants to lie. And I'm sick of the lies. I'm telling you the God's heaven truth. I am so sick of the lies. So for me, when it comes to the lies, it's no thanks. No. Huh? What? No. No. No thanks. I don't want the lies. So let's go to what's her name? Lori Lightfoot. Lori Toilet Bowl Sponge Cleaner, whatever you want to call her, and listen to her lie talking about that the crime rate in Chicago is going down. And I want her to explain that to the families that are losing people. I want her to explain how crime is going down when people are getting shot. And I'm going to tell you this, even nationwide, even worldwide, it's going down. And when I'm saying going down, people are going around here killing people and shooting people, stabbing people, pushing people off subway platforms, just doing the most heinous things. And then you want to have the unmitigated gall to say that crime is going down when we know that people are getting shot by the groves and the droves. They're getting shot. They're getting killed. We just saw last week where a couple was murdered just because of a simple accident. But you say in your city, Lori Lightfoot, that crime is going down. Again, explain that to the families that are losing people. Explain that to the families where people are being shot and then they're paralyzed and they're not able to live a normal life as they once did. Explain that to them and tell them they don't want to hear no crime rates. They don't want to hear no saying that things are going down. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear what you want to do to correct the problem. Lori Lightfoot. So let's go to her real quick and watch her live. Let's just go real quick.
This straight is that we're actually seeing a decline in homicides and shootings. Yes, sir.
Sir, we are
No,
done.
sir.
Heather,
Okay.
That's my question. That's
you
my
have,
follow-up
we're
question.
done.
No.
Now, as you see, this woman just basically just lied to the man because he was pushing back, and it was a guy from Newsmax, and he was pushing back on her saying that, hey, wait a minute, you have during the Juneteenth holiday, there was over 50 people shot. We know that 2 people were murdered. At that time, it was more than that. I believe they got murdered. but this is something that was suppressed. We don't hear them saying Black Lives Matter for that. We don't see them running around in the streets saying that these lives matter. And the only time they can really take advantage of it is when they can politicize race. And we got to get tired of the lies. Again, I'm here in North Carolina just today. An 8-year-old was just murdered. 8-year-old girl was murdered due to people being fools and doing drive-bys. You tell me that we don't have a problem. But see, this is what we have right now. Isaiah 5:20 says it better than I can. Let's go there real quick. And it says this right here. It says that in the last days, good will be called evil and evil called good. Woe unto them that call good evil call evil good and good evil. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. The Bible says, woe to them. Okay. So again, all these people going around here lying, and they're calling, defunding the police good and safety bad, because we have people like these idiots right here that's running around here, the squad. They run around, and Karen, y'all see Karen, that's AOC. I call her the real Karen. She's a real Karen. Cori Bush, not really a fan. Rashida Tlaib, not a fan. Ilhan Omar, whatever her name is, I can't stand her either. All these people sitting up here, they're race baiters and they get things started, but yet and still they live in safe communities. So to them, crime is down because they just, what happened on January the 6th, how they, basically barricaded the Capitol, the people's house, the house that we pay for, but they barricaded it. And now you can't really go and see your congressman or the senator or go see people that you pay to see. Just imagine if you represent your employees and, or you're an employee and you represent your company and you do it in a bad manner. What happens is you get fired. So the way we fire these people that are sitting up here basically using this propaganda and pushing lies, we need to fire them by voting them out, point blank in the period. I even seen a video, and I seen it on the news where this young lady that was in the Olympics, I should turn her back on the national anthem. Listen, if you're going to represent the United States, even though it goes against your thoughts or your ideology, represent the country better. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a Marxist. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just tired of the lies. So let's go to Jen Carrot Top Psaki and watch her tell a lie on the Republicans.
Something one of the advisors said this weekend, Cedric Richmond, he said, Republicans defunded the police by not supporting the American Rescue Plan. But how is it that is an argument to be made when the president never mentioned needing money for police to stop a crime wave when he was selling the American Rescue Plan?
Well, the president did mention that the American Rescue Plan, the state and local funding, something that was supported by the president, a lot of Democrats who supported and voted for the bill, could help ensure local cops were kept on the beat in communities across the country. As you know, didn't receive a single Republican vote.
And let's keep it a buck. The reason why the Republicans did not vote on that because you wanted to put all this other you want to put all this other stuff in the bill. So again, y'all try to be, sneaky and shrewd and put stuff in there, a lot of pork in the bill. So of course the Republicans wasn't going to vote for that. No. So don't try to use one thing to lie about something else. I just want to know, was it these Democrats right here? Did these same Democrats vote for the package? They did because it was Joe Biden. But when it was time to go around here and support the blue, I'm not saying the blue is always right. Let me hear that. Hear me. Look, the blue is not always right. The blue made mistakes too because they're human. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we have to support our police because they're the one that protect our communities. We notice in cities, and I believe it's 22 of them that are democratically ran, they have the highest crime rate. And I'm not saying that we ain't got no rhino Republicans that are only there just to make money and to basically hold their position of power. I'm not saying that because we got to vote them out too. And I understand some things are inevitable where, what the Bible did prophesy there was going to be a time where, again, what we're going to call right, wrong, or wrong, right. But we can stand up. We don't have to let it we don't have to speed it up. We can kind of hold it off, because again, it's about the kids, man. It's about the next generation. And if we're so selfish and we're wondering about ourselves, and we're so caught up in our emotions to where we're being led by emotions, then we're going to keep on making mistakes. I always say, and I will say, and I will not change it, emotional people are dangerous because they don't think rationally. So again, we're going to go to when she was then Senator Harris, talking about defunding the police. And then let's see what words she used to be tricky to basically say the same thing without outright saying it. But she is a liar. She's a liar. All she do is tell lies, lies, lies. So let's go to it.
Are you for defunding the police?
How are you defining defund the police?
Well, I'm not for anything remotely for.
First of all, you don't answer a question with a question. So that give you time to come up with a lie. But, let her continue to lie. Let's go, Ms. Harris.
That. So I would ask the protesters the same thing, but I assume and again, this is something that is new to me, I assume it's removing police, and as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar said, bringing in a whole new way of governing and a law and order into a community. And my understanding, again, this is something that has just come into my understanding recently, is that you would not have police officers like this Minneapolis City Councilwoman said, that I would be a place of privilege if someone broke into my home and I wanted to call the police.
So, again, we need to reimagine how we are achieving public safety in America. And to have cities where 1/3 of their entire budget is going to policing, but yet there is a dire need in those same cities for mental health resources, for resources going into public schools, resources going into job training and job creation. Come on, we have to be honest about this, that there is actually not a consensus around this, because if there were, we would actually see smarter distribution of resources in our country. To address the issues
Senator Harris,
that need to be addressed. Yes.
And Senator, this is Sunny, and I think just to add to the conversation, defunding the police doesn't mean abolishing the police. It means taking some of those funds that are typically 1/3 of the budget of a city and giving some of those funds to services like mental health and education and mental health resources. But I want to change the subject and ask another question. Joe Biden.
Of course, Sunny Hostin, you would like to change the subject. Now, again, as I said earlier, and Kamala said, when you think about the reimagining in her head, that means to defund. In this chick's head, that's what it means. But Sunny Hostin came in there and swooped in and tried to basically say, well, what defunding really means is taking funds from here and allocating them somewhere else. But when you take funds from one thing, it's another thing is going to suffer. That's like if I take my rent payment that's coming up in 2 days. If I take my rent payment and go shopping with it, guess what? I allocated the funds to my shopping spree, but guess what's not going to be paid? Guess what's going to suffer? Me, probably, because if I don't pay my rent, I'm going to get evicted, period. So these people got to start thinking, and we got to stop being so emotional. These people don't do a lie, 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 and lie. But I want to say this before I close the video, and I like this quote I saw earlier, and I want to share it with you guys right here. Let me share this quote. It says, every lie is two lies, the lie we tell others and the lie we tell ourselves to justify it. And Robert Brault, I'm going to tell you something. That dude, what he said is so accurate. It's so on point. But I have a question for you, because I'm tired. Boss tired of the lies. Are you? Are you tired of the lies? If you're tired of the lies, then you got to start pushing back on lies. You got to bring truth to it. The only way you can expose a lie and the only way you can hold people accountable is by making them be truthful. As long as you go along the lie, it's going to embolden them to continue to lie. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the lies from the rhinos. I'm sick of the lies from the Democratic Party. I'm sick of the party from the liberals, especially the white liberals trying to tell black people how they should feel, because that is not how it works. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. So my truth is, and I believe that a lot of this crime will go down if this scripture right here, Malachi 4:6, it says something that's so good that I think that people need to understand. Let me show it to you real quick. It says here, and he will restore the hearts of the father's children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers. Listen, fathers matter. They matter. I know big government said it doesn't matter. I know big government says in order for you to get this WIC or to get the food stamps or to get the check or the subsidies that you receive, that the man can't be in the house. But my prayer is that fathers turn their hearts back to their kids. I don't care about you and baby mama having problems. It should be about your kids. I don't care about baby mama moving on with her life and maybe remarried or in a new relationship. Who cares? It's about your kids. It's about the next generation. Because the Bible even speaks of that when Joshua came along, it came a point where people did not know the God of Joseph. They did not know the God of Joseph. So when people don't know the God of Joseph, which is the Most High God, when people don't know the Most High God, then they create other gods. And so they want the government to be God. You cannot accept that lie. You cannot teach a lie to your kids. Many of us are going in debt trying to send our kids to school instead of them being educated, being indoctrinated. That is the truth. But again, as I said before, I am tired of these lies. I'm so sick of these lies. And let me show you something about Lori Lightfoot, and I'm going to shut it down. I promise. This right here, this meme was so funny to me. I have to share it. that right there was funny to me. And it's true. I mean, basically they terrorize their own cities. And the reason why they do that, because a lot of these young men and women are fatherless and they're really mad at daddy. And so when they see somebody that represents daddy, like authority, like the police, they push back on it because they have not healed from it. And this is why we need to pray that the Lord turn the hearts back to the fathers and the children hearts back to their fathers and be able to love their fathers and reconcile, because it's important. And as long as we sit here and deny that fact, we're going to continue to see this evilness just go be promoted all over around. So again, it's late. It's like 12:17 a.m. I'm just now doing this video. So if there's any mistakes in there, if there's any stumbling of words, forgive me. I just wanted to make sure I put this out here and say I'm tired of the lies. In America, like I said, the biggest lie that we're hearing in America right now, that racism is a boogeyman. And it's funny to me that we have people like AOC or AKA Karen that drives around in Tesla, and you want to say, well, let's give back to the poor. Let's give to the poor. But yet and still you driving around in a $40,000 car. Make that make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. And again, you live in communities, you taking jobs, Amazon and stuff away where many people could have been employed, where they could have been able to be self-sufficient, but you didn't want that because again, they want everybody on the teat of the government. And I'm gonna tell you something, the government's teat is dry. And right now we're getting this powdered milk. It ain't no nutrients in it, no nutrients at all. So again, learn how to pray for one another, love one another, and definitely get a relationship with God. That is most important. When you have a relationship with God, God will not lead you wrong. Like the government, it starts with a G, but God will not leave you wrong. So again, that's all I want to say. I think this is the shortest video I ever done, and we're going to keep it that way. So let's go here. Again, if you like this content, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as I said, when you follow me or you subscribe to me, I'm gonna subscribe back. I don't even know if you have any content on your channel, but guess what? I'm still subscribe back, because you know what? We can all win together if we want to. Because as I said today to somebody, in order for us to grow, we must grow together. And if we're not growing together, that's a problem. Now, everybody gonna grow the same way with you. But the thing is, if you want to see people win, we must win together. And I love you guys. Y'all stay up and stay blessed. Again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And look, one more last thing, I promise. When if I can get to 700 subscribers, I'm going live. That's a fact. 700 subscribers, we go live. All right. I'm telling you, 700. Go ahead and put that up there so y'all can see it for yourself that 700 subscribers, I'm going live. All right. So that's that on that. I love you guys the most. Y'all step and stay blessed. remember, stay prayerful, trust God. He won't lead you wrong. All right? Peace.